Okay, so we're recording. This is our Team
Okay.
Cup meeting. So just Jolly and
Yes.
I, the troop. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, so I was talking to Jeanette yesterday because doing size, I'm like getting so many flashbacks from like dance class. And
Mm-hmm.
so I have a couple of ideas that I think will be, kind of cool to throw at all the girls.
Okay.
So, we're actually going to get together tomorrow to record ourselves doing some of the routines together.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna be like experts. Like, because you guys are so good. You guys are so good.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be like we're gonna have like a major flashback because that's what we used to do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to do that so that we can show like kind of like use that to promote it, and like we have a lot of dance friends that don't dance anymore, so maybe that'll be a good like strategy to kind of bring them back in because that's how I kind of got sucked into this too.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure. Because once you're like, okay, 21 day
I,
fix, 21 day fix. But once you see something regarding dance, you're like, okay, yeah, talk to
exactly,
me.
exactly. I was all in. But for other purposes, so just to kind of show how much fun it is to do it with other people too.
Right.
Um, so, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. And then I was also telling her that when we used to take dance, in order for us to kind of get really into the mood, they wanted to, like dress for the part. We would go to dance class and we would dress like we were like going to audition for Beyonce. Like you like so I was gonna like suggest like, hey, for next week, if we're doing the same routines, let's spice it up by just kind of like dressing up a little bit, like you know like you saw how just on today, like just you
Like
can
who?
start
I'm sorry.
small or you can go big. Just saw she did her, the
Mhm.
Destiny's Child one, and she had a cap on and
Right.
like
I know it
something
completely
as small
changes
as
the look. Right. It's as simple as a hat.
yes something as small as a hat can kind of give you more attitude and more confidence to um to dance even more like better or whatever. um and then I was saying that maybe we can even do like if the next time we do the Sia routine,
Hmm.
what's it called, living in the eights, Sia's kind of very, we would dress kind of like dark and mysterious, and whether you want to throw on a hoodie and do the
Or cover
routine
your
or
face or
whatever, but just
something.
yeah, completely cover your face, get some bangs and just whatever. So I think it'll be cool to just kind of like throw those little twists here and there just to kind of spice things up, and like in case people are getting like, in case it gets old, you know what I mean, or if it's getting too
Yeah.
redundant, this will be a fun way to just kind of like spice it up.
No, that sounds like really, really good ideas. Like you're right, because once you start seeing all these videos, like the same videos over and over, it's like, okay, how many times am I going to see this? And it's the same thing. So once you hear or see the same moves, but you're like
Yeah,
in dressed in part, then yeah, that
right.
it'll make it completely different.
It
That's
does make it different. Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually supposed to hang out with my sister and a couple of friends tomorrow, and I'm actually thinking of bringing my DVD with me too, because I'm gonna try to get them all. It's 5 of us, so I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
do that and record us. They've never
Yes.
done it. They see me posting, they laugh at me, and my sister
Yeah.
especially. I'm like, "Why are you laughing at me?" She's like, "I just think you're funny and you don't care, and you're like posting." I'm like, you know what? It comes to the point where you don't care. Like you
Yeah.
just putting yourself out there.
Right. Yeah.
Um, but I wanted to talk Team Cup because I
Okay.
know it's hard, and I know that you're a new coach, and so am I.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm going into my third month. I had a really, really good July. So now I feel
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I don't know who even, I mean, I know I have to contact like my cold market because I feel like I've
Yeah.
exhausted my warm market, even though there's probably
Yeah.
still a couple of people, but I just, I don't know what it is that you're doing to kind of reach out, because I know you're mainly with, size and like dance, and you're really trying to get it out there.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know, maybe just like throw out ideas and see like maybe I can feed off of you or you
Yeah.
feed off of me.
Yeah. So I had a call with Giselle today and my cousin Alina because we're both brand new coaches, and Giselle kind of wanted to get a feel for where we're at and what we want to do. So I basically told Giselle that, for me, I'm still taking baby steps. Um, and I think that for me, like, I think what I'm going to be most comfortable in is once I complete the size challenge, I can show my progress, my results, I can, post all these videos or whatever and, show people how fun it is. I want to kind of get that under my belt first before I kind of put it all out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have been like sharing here and there, but like I want to just keep doing the challenge, see how far I come myself. Like I kind of want to experience the whole thing before I go out there and like say, hey, let's do another size challenge. But I know that we're in a challenge right now, Team Cup. So what's my role in that? So I was going to post today and then the day just kind of got away from me. But tomorrow, because, just Jeanette and I are doing hold on a second. She's okay?
Yes. You're going to play?
No, not right now. Mm-hmm. So I was going to post something, but I'll just wait till we record our stuff tomorrow and then I'll use that to kind of like showcase it. But I did have one person who was interested. She said she was going to call Beachbody. When I followed up with her, she never did. So, to order a size. So okay. I don't want to keep pushing. I don't want to turn her away or turn her off.
But she was going to call Beachbody for what exactly?
Because when she said she was interested, we talked the whole thing. So I said, all right, give me your email. I'll send you the enrollment information. I get her email. When I go on Beachbody, her email already exists. Okay. So she signed up like in 2005 and she forgot. So when she went back on, she's like she logged back in, she's with some other coach. So I had her call Beachbody to switch to under me.
Okay.
So that she was going to do that. So when I followed up with her, she hadn't done it yet. So.
Yeah. And you followed up with her today?
No, I followed up with her yesterday and she said that she would. I'm going to follow up with her again today because she said she was going to do it, but she didn't tell me,
If you don't want to feel like you're like overbearing or kind of, because I know what that feels like. It is a weird feeling because you just don't want to be like a stalker, like, hey, be under me. You know what I mean? I know. And it's a little uncomfortable. So I would suggest if you did that yesterday, then like maybe wait until the weekend, like after the weekend is over. Maybe try her even Monday. Because you know that you're going to follow up with her anyway, but just don't follow up with her. That's just my little tidbit. And just because even if the roles, like let's say I was that person, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get to it. Relax. That's kind of like how I would think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what else.
So, so then, I'll definitely follow up with her. And then once I do this with Jeanette tomorrow, I want to definitely post that. Mm-hmm. And, kind of try to invite people, into the challenge again.
Right. And also post it on your main page. Because I don't know if you're posting on your main one. I think you're just posting into the groups, right?
I haven't posted. I only posted the one I did with my niece like maybe a week ago, which is bad. So I have to, tomorrow I'm going to post on like my main page and invite,
But I think you're hysterical because your posts really crack me up in the sense of when you're like, yeah, I had this, but I really wanted this other. Like you're like I, for lack of a better word, but like your fat girl mentality. Because it's like,
I'm such a fat girl. I'm such a fat girl.
I think it's so funny. I'm like, you know what? She's her. And I think people can actually, you can attract people that way because I'm sure a lot of, like today, I was horrible. Like I had way too many carbs today. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel horrible. And I'm actually going to post about that because you know what? We have to kind of like keep it authentic and make people realize that, okay, yes, we're about Beachbody, we're about Shea Coulee and about this.
But
you know what? We also, we're humans and we also kind of like cheat a little bit, but it's just a matter of like kind of picking ourselves up and like starting all over. So like I put the baby to sleep. My husband is out with his friends and I'm like, here, I did this. And I'm like, okay, once we get off the call, I'm like, I have to go size it up at least. And kind of like even the playing field for eating too many carbs
make up for it. Yeah. So you're right. Like I was thinking like, what angle could I use? Because like when I joined Beachbody, my sister was like, really? What the fuck are you trying to lose? I'm like, listen guys, I'm skinny fat. I just got to get rid of my belly. So I don't know if my strategy. Well, yeah, I did. So I just had a baby, but even before Camila came, like I never had like a flat stomach. Like I never had like washboard abs or like I was, I mean, I'm not fat, but like I was never comfortable showing my stomach because it wasn't like, it was not anything to show.
Okay.
So I always called myself skinny fat because my only fat area was my belly. So I don't know if I should even use that strategy, like calling on my skinny fat people out there. Like, I don't know if that's even like,
I don't see anything wrong with it.
or maybe like putting myself out there as this is how I see myself. I see myself as skinny fat.
Mm-hmm.
And even someone like me, like this is something that I want to work on. And I'm obviously, with Beachbody because, well, I mean, I can give them the whole spiel and it doesn't have to
Right.
be anything made up because it's all true that this stuff works and it's great, whatever. But yeah, like I know that people laugh at me all the time, and I'm sure people like,
Mm-hmm.
even people that don't know me are like, really? Like, what are you trying to lose?
But
But I want to make sure that people know that even if I do, let's say if I was in great shape, like, okay, guess what? I still want to maintain my great shape. So, you know what I mean? Like, just putting myself out there, and like, if people have something to say because they feel like I'm too small or whatever, like, I
but I
don't
don't
care.
think, yeah, right. And I don't think it's targeted to fat people or skinny
Right.
people.
Right.
I think it's, from that end to that end and everybody in between. So I think that's also a good point that you make. Like, I think that's actually I think that should be, and like, it is a good way for you to like kind of market yourself that way, because there are a lot of people there, like me, like people see me in a way that I don't see myself. Like, for instance, like at work, like I've been getting compliments like, oh, you look like you're losing weight. And in my mind, I have a fat mind. Like, I don't see myself that way.
Yeah.
And it's because I've always struggled with it. Like, I've gone up and down. And then after having Haven, and like, your body completely changes after you're pregnant. Like, it's not like what it used to be. And I was into sports when I was younger. And then now you're just less active. But then now you're trying to get back into that. But you don't lose it as quickly as you did when you were younger.
Right.
So, like, I think, and the fact that Shakeology is also part of the program, I think is what's the best part, because that you're getting all the nutrients that you really don't get like in food and stuff like that. But I think it's just, to me, I love Shakeology. Like, I have to have it every single day. And when I don't, I'm like, yeah. And I think that's what, actually, I haven't had it today. And I think that's why I overloaded on carbs, because I was probably needing something that's in my shake, and I didn't get it. So I had to kind of make up for it in that way. Yeah. So I see the difference when I don't have it and when I do. So
yeah. Sometimes I have it twice a day. That's how good it is.
I do too.
Yeah.
And people don't believe me, be like, really? But that just doesn't look good. I'm like, you have no idea. It's like my favorite one is chocolate. So I'm like, it's like having chocolate at any time that you want, like for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just want to, I guess, just stay motivated, especially this month. And even if like, hopefully that person does change her coach, for it to be you. And then kind of, I guess after tomorrow, when you do that thing with Jeanette, then you can kind of put it out there and hopefully get more likes and notices and get more people like to be interested and kind of hit you up with that.
Yep.
And then we all just have to kind of like feed off one another. I mean, being in the group is really, it's great because you get ideas from other people. And then like they always say, like, why reinvent the wheel when everything is there at your fingertips? You just basically have to copy and paste and kind of like put your own little twist on it and your own little shine or little thing, that makes it kind of you. So
yeah.
But again, I think the fact that the way that you write, I hear you and I'm like, that is so funny. And I think it also comes with the fact that you're a cook. So, you love food, so it like, that's you. So I think you should go that way. Cause I think you attract a lot of people, especially foodies and people that are like, okay, if I do 21 Day Fix or if I do this, I'm probably not going to be able to eat a lot of things because there's a lot of things out there that limit you when in fact this doesn't. As long as it fits in this container, you can eat it. So
yeah.
Cool. So,
Yeah, so I think I definitely want to like keep inspiring them through food too. So I am gonna keep pushing that. Um, but like when I go hardcore public,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll do the food part like later on.
Yeah.
I don't want to do too much at once. Like I just want to. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I want to take it not take it slow, but like just kind of like be a little strategic with it. You know what I mean? Like not overwhelm people with too much information. You know
Right.
what I
No, and that's smart because, because then that way you can see what works because you can try this. Like you said, you want to finish your first round of size and then try that,
Yeah.
promote that and do whatever it is that you want to do with that and see how that works. That
Yeah.
works great. Now you add on another little piece and the other piece can be the whole food and cooking part. So,
Yeah.
and see how that works.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Well, thank you for getting on.
Of course. Of course.
Yes. Well,
And how was yesterday's call?
oh, it was good.
Was that your call too?
No, no, no. That was just our Team Uniquely Fit Eagles call. That's our Thursday night. Yeah, that's the team call.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. So yeah, those are always like fun to hear other people's stories as to why they became a coach and like just their personal. And then we decided to start a book club.
Oh,
So I mean, I think there was one before, so I think they're bringing it back on. And then they chose the book. I'll see if I think Giselle is the one that has access to tagging. So I'm sure she'll tag you on it. But the book
okay.
I think that they chose was called You're a Badass.
Yeah, she told me. Yes.
Yeah, so that's like going to be the read, and then kind of get points from there and compare notes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Well, besitos a Camila.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet her.
I know. We have to do some. Well, are you going to Giselle's barbecue?
Yes.
You gonna bring Haven?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll definitely bring Camila.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Awesome.
thank you.
Well,
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.